All right, man. The Pacers go up 3-1. Insane game by Haliburton. Also a crazy amount of free throws in this one. If I sound weird at all, it's because I'm a little sick. But yeah, I want to go right to Hallie. The guy did absolutely whatever he wanted to in this game. I mean, early on in the game, he was cooking, getting Mitch switched onto him, whether it be for step-back threes, fadeaway twos. Later on, he's picking on Cat on screens or double screen actions where Cat is dropping back on these. He's like snaking it into a pull-up two, or maybe McHale gets back over to him, but he had a lot of space to operate. A couple of plays where I felt like Cat might have been attached to Miles Turner, or the Pacers just pushed really fast to where the Knicks couldn't set their defense. And as a result, you got like Josh Hart as the help guy, as Haliburton is getting around some screens with McHale not having the most resistance on all these, we'll just say. A couple of really sweet fake like DHO plays, or like Obi going to just do like a ghost screen, brush screen, whatever. It's when you go up to act like you're going to set a screen, but then you just keep running in a certain direction. That gets Brunson kind of stumbling for a second, then Hallie's got daylight for a three. And man, the passes. I mean, the 15 assists are nice enough, but it's also the plays that he doesn't get the assist, like a skip pass to Siakam that becomes Nesmith driving at Cat for a foul. That was the one where Cat and Nesmith both like fell on the floor late there. I mean, getting back to when he was picking on Mitch early in the game, like Mitch is very high up on the screen. That becomes Miles Turner getting a basket underneath the rim with Mikal Bridges having to guard him. Nesmith sets another one of those ghost screen for Haliburton, and he gets a three. It's just like any play that the Pacers ran tonight, whatever way the Knicks chose to guard it, between dropping back, switching, bigs high up on screens, whatever, Haliburton was just beating all of it, man. And also the Pacers were just not missing. And then that can go into how there were so many plays in this one of just the Pacers doing what they do, just pushing off of makes, pushing off of misses. Many initiated by Haliburton, of course, like Siakam. I think like Cat got a basket on Siakam, and immediately they're just like, let's just go. And it becomes Siakam getting fouled by Cat on the other end. They're just so difficult to guard. And then you add to that the Mathurin game. It just felt like the thing with Mathurin is you're always like a little scared that he's going to just kind of barrel his way into a bunch of traffic or just be a step slow to make the right pass all the time. But in this one, it just felt like he was able to get into more just simple drives at, let's say, Josh Hart or Deuce, or him cutting at the same time as a screen action happening. Just whatever you can do to make the game simple for Mathurin to where he really can just do what he wants to do, which is just go in a straight line towards the basket, then he can make some stuff happen. And then Siakam made all of his typical Siakam shots. But yeah, I mean, the story for this one was Haliburton with pushing the pace, operating in the half court. He really was just so good, man. And it's just a testament to the spacing and the way the ball moves with this Pacer team, to where it's just kind of scary to put two to the ball on him. And so then at that point it becomes, if he gets by the initial defender, it just becomes chaos of either him getting the assist or just drive and kick, and probably another drive and kick. And now for the Knicks, dude, there were so many free throws in this game. Knicks had 39, Pacers had 32. So in a game where the Knicks still scored 121 points, it felt like the Pacers were able to have at least enough defensive plays, whether it's Nesmith battling Brunson or just enough forced turnovers like Haliburton, quick double on Brunson, or Siakam swatting away a lob that's meant for Brunson, or meant for Mitch, my bad. After they might have put two to the ball on Brunson. The occasional double on Cat in the post, even if Cat was also beating some doubles, like that baseline reverse layup he had was really cool. But there was also like TJ stealing the ball from Cat in the post, or Siakam and Mathurin kind of overwhelming him on a different play. One time late there where Brunson got the Hallie switch, but then Hallie was just basically hugging him off the ball to where Brunson couldn't then get free to get the ball back. So then OG had to try to create something out of something. Yeah, I mean, as far as offense goes, you really just look at the turnovers for the Knicks tonight. I think the thing that really did them in was the Pacers. It felt like they were much more comfortable in this one with dealing with Mitch defensively. And I mostly remember, like I said earlier, like Mitch ending up switching to Haliburton early on. And I would like to believe it's not just as simple as Tony Bradley comes in the game and suddenly Mitch doesn't have all the same impact. But yeah, like while the free throws were the huge thing in this one, this was basically a shootout. And if you're getting into a shootout and a track meet with the Pacers, it's going to be tough to win. But one thing with these guys is they can just kind of force you into that game even if you don't really want to play it. So admittingly, I don't have a whole lot else left. I guess just dealing with Haliburton, it becomes a question of, do you have one guy who can lock him up? The answer tonight was definitely no. There was a little stretch there where Deuce was on him. I don't know if Deuce on Haliburton's going to change your life. And also Deuce only played like 15 minutes tonight. And I can't really remember much of OG being on him because I just think you kind of need OG on Siakam or just as a help guy. So I don't know. But we go back to game 5. Look, Brunson, even with as much pressure as Neesmith is putting on him and as good of a job as Neesmith does at getting around some of these screens, he's still mostly doing his thing as a scorer, making all of his fadeaway twos. Still feels like he becomes Superman whenever Nembhard is on him for the most part, which is weird because Nembhard is a good defensive player, but when it's Brunson, I don't know what happens. Although Nembhard, he's still doing stuff as a help defender in this series. Cat, when he and the Knicks remember that he just has the advantage on Miles Turner most of the time. Like, Miles Turner, I think, blocked Cat once on a drive in this game late, and it was like, oh my god, he finally stopped him on one of these. If it wasn't a block, it was at least a good contest. So, like, they're going to have things that they can fall back on. I mean, they scored 120-some points in this. Like, they can win Game 5 in New York, no doubt. But the Pacers are really good. Also, shout out OG, he was scoring.